Okay, this is session number 1 on the key theme of external influences on the children's behaviour. So, first thing first, if you know these movies, can you try and think of the kind of message Disney were trying to send you? Pause the video and have a think. So, Little Mermaid. Okay, you shouldn't always wish for something you haven't got. Pinocchio, lying is bad. Nemo, family. Beauty and the Beast, pretty obvious. Toy Story, working together, friendship. And Lady and the Tramp, anyone can be friends. Okay, so we are learning from our environment all the time. Everything we do as children, we learn from our environment. So, everyone's environment is different. Okay, and where you are from, your culture. Okay, so I don't know, at the moment as a family we're developing different cultures. We're eating tea together a lot more because we're able to now. I'm not at work, or my wife's not at work. Okay, so things change. Okay, and we all have access to different stimuluses. Okay, how many kids do you reckon at the moment knocked down and spending all day in front of a TV or a tablet or something? Okay. Spanish cultures, as we've seen before, very family based. So there's loads of different variances between cultures. Okay. And basically this key theme aims to explore what some of these influences are. Okay. So that's what we're going to be looking at in the next studies. So the kind of the blurb at the top that you kind of need to remember for your key theme question is that it suggests that children learn behaviour over time through external influences such as friends, family, TV, rewards, and it supports the nurture side. So it's not genetic. Okay. It also says here at the moment this idea of learning is firmly placed within the behaviourist approach. Behaviourism suggests it's a kind of an area of psychology that suggests that you learn all your behaviours. Okay, so you either learn from getting rewards or getting punished, or you kind of make a link between two things. We're going to do loads more on this. Okay, I mean loads more in year 2 stuff. So you'll get the hang of what behaviourism is. So this key theme is really linked to that. So first activity is to have a quick Google search. Don't spend too much time on it. Don't stress this too much. But look at the different environments that children experiences, and just make a little note for the differences between China, Egypt, and Native America, please. Okay, so the first study is Bandura's study showing social learning theory. Okay, so this is the background term for the first study. What I want you to do, as always, someone else can explain things better than I can. On YouTube, search social learning theory and you get a page like this. It's only a 4-minute video. It's a bit stupid, but you'll get it. Okay, so search for that now, please, and then kind of click on. So this is about learning still, social learning theory. Okay, but the idea here is that you have something, you see what other people do. So the social learning theory is that you observe models, and if you like what they do, okay, you might then copy them. So this O in the middle here, okay, this O stands for organism, your brain. So you might see a gang drug dealer and you start hanging around with them a little bit and you kind of see that they're getting all this money, all this attention. You go, oh, I like that. And you're going to start copying it. Others might go, oh my God, this scares me. They keep having to be chased away. I don't like that. I'm not going to do this anymore, and disappear and leave them alone. Okay, so it's different for everyone. Okay, so it's the idea that we have a stimulus, we then think about what we see, and then we will respond. And if we like what we see, we will more likely copy it. Okay, so that's kind of what social learning, the basis of it is. But there are some keywords. Okay, so if you kind of look through this, so we observe models and see what happens to their behavior. If it's stuff that we like, we will imitate it. Okay, this modeling. So we observe behavior of models. If they get reinforced, or we think they get reinforced, we like it. Okay, we will imitate it. Very much monkey see, monkey do. I love that saying. It's one of my favourite sayings. So have a think now. What behaviours do you think children often copy? Pause the video, have a little bit of a think. Okay, so this study is super famous. I think it was voted as the third most famous psychology study ever after Milgram, which we've done, and oh no, was it fourth? Zimbardo's prison experiment that we'll come to, and a guy called Ash's conformity line study. YouTube search Bobo Doll experiment Bandura, so just copy that in and you'll see this 5-minute clip. The first minute is like Bandura talking, boring, old-fashioned stuff, but then you'll see actual footage of some of the kids in the study. Wait for this last girl. My money is she's definitely in jail for murder. She's a psycho. Watch her waddling when she goes to try and kill the doll. Dead funny. So watch that. Gives you a real good insight to what the study is. So pause this and then crack on. I tried to summarise this study because there's lots of different kind of conditions, and this is a skill that I'm going to start getting us to think about before this end term, because year 2 we look at studies but we have to summarise them in like half a page. Okay, so this is my summary of Bandura's very famous study. I shall take a minute to read it for you. So Bandura studied 72 children from Stanford University Nursery School. Where have you heard that one before? Children observed an aggressive model, non-aggressive model, or no model. In room 1, the aggressive model was physically and verbally aggressive towards the Bobo doll, 1960s aggressive. The non-aggressive model ignored the Bobo doll, and the other kids didn't see room 1 at all. In room 2, all the children were allowed to play with attractive toys, but after 2 minutes, their toys were taken away, and then they were taken to room 3 for 20 minutes whilst observers recorded behaviour every 5 seconds into predetermined categories. Yes, both time and event sampling. So they looked for things like non-imitative physical and verbal aggression or novel acts. Children in the aggressive condition show significantly more imitation of physical and verbal aggressive behaviour than children in the non-aggressive or control condition. So that's a quick summary. Okay, so like I said, this is a skill I want to start getting us to think about developing from the next study. Okay, and I know some of you are going, oh, I can't summarise. Okay, you can. It's just being brave and going, right, I can't put every bit of detail down. Okay, so good hint. And then the last thing I want you to do is to read the study. There's a lot of conditions, a lot of stuff to get your head around. Okay, so have a go reading it. We've watched the whole Harry Potter series in lockdown, so we're a little bit obsessed in this house. It's either Harry Potter or Star Wars or Jurassic World. So I thought I'd put a Harry Potter, little middle kid Leo liked this one. This is him trying to do some writing on lockdown homeschooling. Do it now. Anyway, hope everyone is good. Yell if you've got any questions.